Hey guys, so today you are going to begin your fish tank stop motion project. The other day we did open it up and take a quick peek at it. So just a little refresher, everything that you have over here from the get-go is just the different stationary items that we needed to build our fish tank. So that kind of opaque appearance of having some glass, and then also the transparency of the water. So when we have our little fishies and whatnot swimming around in here, it'll actually look like they're inside of the tank. And then if you decide for them to jump out, for them to be bright and colorful because they've exited the water. So anything you have over here, you need to leave alone, unless you decide to do something crazy like break the glass or something like that. Now, hopefully in class we did add some time to these layers, but if we did not, let's go ahead and do that. Each one of these bad boys, let's go ahead and crank them out to 100 on our timeline. And we're going to do that by hitting F5 on our keyboard, because F5 adds time. All the way down the board. So today, since I'm not there, you have two different things you need to tackle. The first thing is I would like for you to decorate your fish tank. So anything you want to draw, whether it's little colorful pebbles and stones at the bottom, different plants, the different types of castles and structures that you can buy for your fish tank that looks kind of silly, you're more than welcome to draw those on their own appropriate layers up here in your timeline. Now the other thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to animate via stop motion 4 different fish, or for the same fish we need to have 4 moving fish. All of your fish can be found over here on the right hand side in your library. So if you can't see it, properties tab, and then there's your libraries tab. And if you still can't see it, window library, we'll turn that bad boy on. In here is a folder of fish, and again hopefully I showed this to you the other day. Now you're more than welcome to draw your own fish, but for the sake of time, you are more than welcome to use all of these to get it busted out a little faster. So what's going to happen is when you're ready to animate your fish, you're going to make a layer and you're going to name it after that fish. And then you will go and find and drop that fish onto your stage. Now they may potentially not be a very good size. So we're going to size it down. Whoop, gotta hold shift. Now it's going to fit a little better in my tank so he can swim around. And then I'm going to adjust my layers down so he is now behind my water and my glass. Looks a lot different, doesn't it, than when it's on the outside. If you want, before you are totally done, you're more than welcome to have it all out here if you feel like you can see it a little better. When you're done, it does need to be all the way down behind water right side. So again, you're going to do 4 fish, and we're going to have 100 dots. And I know that might seem a little outrageous to you, but it's really not that bad. So I'm going to drag this little fish out here so you can see it a little better. And of course, I will position my little fish wherever I want it to start. I will click F6 on frame 2, and I'll slide my little fishy just a tiny bit. So I'm really not moving very far, unlike with the fly in my pie and the football kick the other day where we moved in big chunks. And I'm just going to keep hitting F6 and sliding. F6 slide, F6 slide. And you'll notice it'll just kind of eat my way down my timeline. But I do have to make sure that I am always on the right spot. Now I can go back and check it, and look how much nicer that is moving, unlike the other day. So this is like totally blowing your mind. What I would do today is just 100% focus on drawing some super awesome stuff for your fish tank, and then when I'm back next week, we can bust out your animations. But your little timeline, your little layer for your goldfish or your breadfish or whichever fish you choose is going to have black dots the entire way down it, unless your fish, gets eaten at 70 or something like that, or he jumps out and dies. Whatever you want your fish to do, they can do that. Here's some fun ones though that I wanted to share from other students. And I really like this one. This little fish is going to interact with this little treasure chest over here. So it's pretty darn cute. So that is a great example of not only having some background stuff placed in there, but also having our fish then interact with those items. Same thing here. So we have the net coming down in here to catch some fish, and then this little fish is down here hiding in the grass. Now, this one obviously did not have a lot of background stuff drawn on it. We're going to focus a little bit more on our background just because I'm not there to help you in case you have any issues with your drawings. Here's another good one. They're going to get sucked up in the filter. Oh, there they go. So hopefully that gives you some ideas for your fish tank. Again, you have two routes that you can kind of focus on. You can either work on your background and make it super awesome if you don't really feel comfortable animating with me not being there, or if you're like, yeah, rock on, let's do this, then you can animate your fish and just get started. Just remember, if you do animate your fish from the get-go, you potentially may want to do something cool with your background that your fish interact with, so you might need some rocks or some plant life for them to mess around with. So be sure and save often, guys, and I'll check this when I get back.